Hi, Roy Stone here with Gemstone Magic, and I'd like to take a moment to share with you a little idea that I came up with to go along with our not just a door illusion. Now, if you're familiar with the not just a door illusion, then we're good to go. For those of you that are not, it's a large door frame, has a hasp, a door, and you can get the correct key lock system to go with it. Today, inside my door, you'll notice there's a skeleton, you know, and it says the word fear. You know, a lot of people live their lives in fear. There's an old saying that the skeleton in the closet. There's even a term nowadays about coming out of the closet, and it's all based around that idea of the skeleton in the closet. And the fear of what other people will think about the issues that we may have. And the deal is, we all have issues. We all have fears. We all have struggles and sins in our lives. And lots of times, those sins, we kind of lock them up in the closet. And we don't want anybody else to know that we have those sins or those fears or those idiosyncrasies or those problems in our lives. And we try to hide that. We try to tell people, I'm okay, everything's fine. Even when we come to church, we say, I'm fine, I don't have any fears. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing fine. And we put on that mask as if nothing's wrong. But truly, deep down inside, we all struggle with the fear and the anxiety of hidden sins and hidden issues that we may have in our lives. We'll lock them away in the closet and pretend that they're not there. But no matter how hard we deny it, no matter what's going on in life, it's still there. Those sins are still there. We just try to hide them. But the truth is that there's only one way to deal with those issues. There's only one who can take those issues away or bring us peace in those issues. The scripture tells us that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. Jesus has come to give us peace. And if we take our struggles to Him, then He helps us deal with them. But too often, people do things like, I'll go to a counselor and I'll talk to somebody about it. Or I'll talk to a friend about it. Or I'll just bottle it up and act like it's not there. All these different things. I'll listen to what society says. In society's mind, it's a norm now, and it's okay. If everybody else thinks it's okay, the truth is, even if society says something is okay, and Scripture says that it's wrong, God's eyes are the eyes that I worry about. God doesn't look at my outside. He looks at my heart where everything's hidden. I want to make sure I'm right with God. But there's all these other ways, these other things that people try to do to get to God. But there's only one key that will open this lock and lead us to a true freedom from those sins and those struggles and those fears. You see, we may hide them and we may pretend they're not there, but the truth is, without Jesus, we can't get rid of them. The only way to totally get rid of them is to take them to Jesus. And when we take it to Jesus, He tells us that He remembers them no more. He brings peace into our lives. And we don't have to live our lives in fear, because fear is totally gone when we give it to Jesus. So that's my new take on the door. It's an addition to the door. We have the fear panel now that you put in the vanishing envelope and all that. So it still works on the lock idea, and if I had helpers today, I would have passed out the keys and let them try the keys in the lock. But this just gives you an idea of another way that you can use not just a door. Now, it could also be used if you didn't want to use the Jesus panel and you wanted to use it as a secular application. We make panels with ghosts and skeletons and stuff. So it could be a skeleton in the closet, haunted house type thing, or a ghost in the closet, haunted house type thing for all those spooky type shows and stuff that you might have, parties that you might have coming up during this season that we're in. But anyway, this is my take on Not Just a Door that I'll be using this Sunday in my children's church, and thought I would just pass it along. Thanks for watching. Oh, and check us out, jamstonemagic.com, or find us on Facebook.